We are thrilled that you have joined Made for Success Publishing and have chosen to become a Made for Success author. In this short session, I'll give you a brief overview of the publishing process, milestones, and timing from a 30,000-foot view. As we work together, we'll detail the next steps for you and what needs to be accomplished during each month. We've broken the process down by quarter and then by month. Based on your release date or pub date, the due dates for each task will change. I'll be showing you a timeline document based on a 12-month cycle starting in January. You'll receive this document with dates adjusted for your pub date. You can print or keep the calendar electronically. For myself, I like physical copies so that I can keep it in front of me at all times. Here's an example of a December 2019 release schedule. We start counting backwards from your release date to the starting of your project. As this shows, we are starting your project in January, and yes, it takes about a year for your book project to be completed and to be successful. We've broken it down by quarters and then by months. And your first quarter, as you can see, will really be concentrated on the finalization of your manuscript, your editing, your title, subtitle, the completion of version 2 of the editing of your manuscript, and getting all the metadata that follows your book through its journey to success. Metadata is really just a fancy word for information, and these are things like your description, the competitive titles in the genre of your book, your bio, the key selling points that we'll be using to sell your book into the trade, and the marketing plan that will support your book's launch. So really the first quarter focuses on those 4 things: editing, title, subtitle, metadata, and then cover design. And cover design is, of course, linked to your genre of your book and the title of your book. And that's when the cover design starts. Second quarter can really be looked at as the finalization of your manuscript and the layout of your book. We're making sure that your manuscript is absolutely perfect. We're looking at what you want the interior of your book to look like. We're making sure that the listing in Amazon is correct. We're also printing ARCs, which is a word for advanced reading copies, for the national accounts to send them a copy of your book. But also we're sending a copy of your book to journal reviews. And what we want to do here is we want to make sure that your book has reviews from professional journals like Publishers Weekly, Library Journal, Kirkus, and Book List, and several others, so that we can get those reviews on your online profile as well as inside your book and possibly on the front of your book. So quarter 2 is the finalization of the layout of your book. We also talk about the marketing that is going to be completed for your book as well. Quarter 3 is printing and sales representation. So quarter three is really the completion of all your files. We follow up on journal reviews. We get books to the sales force, we get books to the printer, and we make sure that everything about your book is going to be presented well to the trade and to your end user. Then we come down to the fourth quarter. It looks like not a whole lot's going on here, of course, but yet there is so much in the background. We're making sure books are shipped into Ingram, our distribution warehouse, so that books can be sent to the Barnes & Nobles and the Amazons of the world in time for your book launch. We're getting you inventory for things like your book signings and other marketing efforts, and preparing the book for release to the trade. And this is what a successful book launch looks like. So for an even higher level, you can think of the first quarter as product development, the second quarter as finalization of your book and preparing it for presentation to our sales team and sending it out for professional journal reviews. The third quarter is preparing your book for print, and the fourth quarter is telling the world. And as we say at Made for Success, you tell the story and we'll tell the world.